You are welcome to Breathe Joy. This will be a discussion about the purpose of mindfulness meditation and the single greatest discovery that I made about my practice, which has helped me truly understand how to be successful on this path. Though not intended as a meditation, one of my personal goals is to normalize checking in with the breath. So, there will be guided breathing breaks throughout this piece. Speaking of which, let's establish a common breathing pattern with a basic breathing exercise. Let's breathe together. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. We'll do more of this periodically throughout this discussion so that you and I can better maintain conscious harmony with one another. Before I go much further, this discussion assumes you are one of the growing number of people who are new to mindfulness practice. That being the case, you're likely also aware that the practice, much like yoga, local seasonal based diets, and myriad other wellness activities, had existed long before they achieved the dubious cultural condition known as going viral. Regardless how long you've been practicing, what may be news to you is that there is a very popular misconception about the purpose of mindfulness meditation. There are a number of reasons this misconception exists. I'll go into them in a later discussion, but it's important to know about this issue because it can have a profound impact on your success in growing your practice. Before I continue, let's breathe together. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. I'll make a short statement about mindfulness practice and leave space at the end for you to fill in. Here goes. The purpose of mindfulness practice is to achieve a state of... Now, if you're like most people with whom I've walked this path, you answered something like calm or zen, or inner peace. These words, they're all positive sounding. Indeed, they're dripping with marketable synergy. Who wouldn't want to have some calm in the maelstrom of modern life? Whoever could bottle this inner peace would surely make a mint. There can't be anything wrong with being sold a state of zen, right? Well, we'll dig into this further, but first, let's take a moment to breathe together. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. The complaint I hear most often from frustrated practitioners, regardless of the amount of time or effort they've spent developing their practice, is that they never feel like they're successfully meditating because they get distracted too easily. Never get that state of zen, or once they do, they lose it. I've been told by people who've bounced from app to app, coach to coach over long periods of time, that they think maybe for them, it's just not possible to succeed at mindfulness practice. In every single case, my response is the same. The purpose of mindfulness meditation practice is not to achieve calm. Beware anybody who attempts to sell you on this theory. They may not know it, and their reasons could span anywhere from benign ignorance to bad faith profiteering, but the result is always hindering your progress. Now, I know that's a little crazy, so I want to let that revelation sink in with us taking a quick moment to breathe together. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. So, if the purpose of mindfulness practice isn't to achieve calm, what is it? Here's the one truth I know that has allowed me to successfully grow my own practice and lead others who walk with me in a more positive direction. The purpose of mindfulness practice is stated on the tin. It is to practice. And I'm not being vague or esoteric here. This is a deeper truth than it seems on the surface. Contrary to effective marketing strategies, mindfulness isn't in any way, shape, or form synonymous with calmness. Mindfulness is being aware, self-aware, temporally aware, sensually aware. Speaking as a combat veteran, I can attest that there are plenty of perfectly appropriate occasions for heightened arousal while also being situationally aware. In fact, let's center our awareness right now by breathing together. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. A lifetime can be thought of as a series of occasions to use skill and effort to achieve personal goals. I can't think of a single skill that is acquired or maintained without practice. Most of us never confront the fact that we live mostly on emotional autopilot. Our state of arousal is dictated by situational or environmental variables, external and beyond our control or even responsibility. Those of us who feel we lack control often feel at the mercy of our own thoughts and feelings. This, then, is where mindfulness practice becomes essential. Realizing when you've lost emotional control is a skill. Regaining emotional control is a skill. And at the risk of repeating myself, all skills are acquired and maintained with practice. Once you come to understand this fact, you'll understand how a successful mindfulness meditation practice is possible for every sentient mind. Every time you set out to focus your mind, then realize that you've lost focus, you have successfully practiced mindfulness meditation. This should reframe any thoughts of frustration you may feel when you notice you've lost focus while practicing. Friends, this is the whole point. For the same reason that a physical trainer will counsel her students to seek muscle failure, feel the burn is a popular expression, I counsel all my fellow practitioners to value that sense of irritation. It is the sign that your conscious mind is more aware than it was before, that it needs practice. With that, let's take a moment to breathe together. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. That mindfulness meditation isn't about achieving hypoarousal also explains why boiling down the practice to a single marketable concept like achieving Zen is counterintuitive at best and toxic at its worst. Going back to the physical exercise metaphor, imagine if I told you that the purpose of lifting weights is to lift things effortlessly. Some folks will take that mentality into the gym, lift very little weight, consider themselves well and truly trained. Others may do the opposite, overload themselves and decide that their inability to achieve effortless weightlifting must mean that they're never going to be capable of lifting weights. So there's the crux of it. If we understand the true purpose of mindfulness meditation, that it's to become ever more aware of our conscious tendency to lose focus, and in that process, we find tranquility. My friends, in that case too, we have lost focus. Barring the specific meditative goal to achieve calm, which isn't, in my personal belief, actual mindfulness practice, having an easy practice isn't the mark of a successful practice. It's the mark of a less effective one. Before I conclude this piece, I'd like to breathe together one last time. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. In this piece, I've said that the purpose of mindfulness practice isn't to achieve calm, but instead to practice losing and regaining focus. Now, this is not to downplay or invalidate the many other formats of meditation, some of which are meant specifically as soothing self-care or calming. My true goal here is to remove the stigma that some practitioners feel when they attempt mindfulness meditation and find that it's, well, work. It sure is. But it's good work. It's worthy of you. See how this different outlook empowers you. I'm honored that you've chosen to spend time with me building your practice. Thank you for your time. I hope we practice together again in the future.